So winter is finally here. Mo has done a fantastic job. However, now the grass is getting moist and soggy and the freeze is setting in. He's still doing a great job of cutting, but you'll see that there's certain kind of mud tracks and little mud pools that are starting to form. So now is the time that we put this thing away for hibernation, a bit like a tortoise. Okay, so one of the things I recommend with the Flymo 1200R in the manual is that over the winter and when the frost is here, that you store it away somewhere dry and where it's not going to get frozen up. So before you do this, you need to make sure that you've stopped your scheduling and you've let the battery fully charge, so you can turn it off and leave it fully charged over the winter. You can leave the base station out, but they do recommend you put that away as well. But of course you can leave the guide wires and all that in place. So all I'm going to do in this video is give the Flymo a quick clean over, check the underside, scoop out all the mud and grass that's accumulated over the last couple of weeks since it started to get a bit soggy, and pack up the base and then put everything in the garage. So I'll show you a couple of the products that I'm using, the way I'm doing this, as kind of some hints and tips, and hopefully it's helpful to you. So the first thing I'll do is just move this box and some stuff out of the way. I've got an old Gusto box that I'm going to kind of just slide it in. It's not going to fit properly, just to have it all kept in one place, and a couple of the old kind of padding just to pad out the sides. Then I have an Allen key to unscrew the base from the ground, a mini trowel to scoop out all the mud and the grass, a brush to kind of get out the bits from the little nooks and crannies, and then just personal preference. I'm using some Sphere 3 aerospace protector. I'm going to use this on the cars, but it's really more just to clean up and use some plastic protection on their outer casing. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is turn it off at the back, because obviously we're not going to need it now during the rest of this process. Then I'm going to turn it upside down and start clearing out all the crap. The reason I'm going to save cleaning the top until last is obviously now this is going to be down in the mud, so there's no point cleaning it and having to clean it again. Obviously be very careful because the blades are still obviously sharp, and this is obviously a good time that you may want to change these now or change them at the beginning of next season. I'm going to leave them until next season, so that it's kind of a memory check for my prep work. So as you can see, things aren't too bad actually, just a small amount of dried grass around the area. The wheels have the most, where this needs some good digging out. So what I'll do is I'll clean this all up, and then we'll cut the video back and then talk about cleaning up the rest of it. Okay, so as you can see, the underside is pretty much done now. In the end I used a hose on the treads of the wheels because getting the muck off was being too difficult with just the brush and the spade there. So obviously a little bit more has got wet, but that's fine. And also we will look at giving this another brush off when we get it out at the beginning of next year, but it'll be dry enough to put back in the box. So the next things that we do, like I said, just pop open the cover. I don't know about yours, mine was full of cobwebs and dirt inside of there. So again, we can just give this a little brush out. Make sure you make a note of the settings that you have. So I tend to run around a setting of number 2, so keep an eye on that, ready for next year, so you can reset it, you may want to set the height to 5 and work your way back down like you did when you first got this. Now what I'm going to do is just liberally spray this aerospace protectant on. You don't need to wipe it off, but I'm going to be wiping it off in this instance just because I just want to clean it up before we put it away in the box. And like I say, all this is to do is just to give it a little bit of plastic protection and make it look nice before you put it away, really. So this isn't a requirement, it's just a nice thing to do if you're a bit obsessive and strange like I am. Okay, so there we go. 1 seasons of use and still looking like new. So I'm just going to pop this in this custode box here, like so. So as I said, it's not, the idea isn't that this fits snugly away. I mean, it isn't a real living tortoise that you need to make sure is properly hibernated. It's a similar principle, I guess. And I'm just going to take some of this and wrap it around just to stop it knocking around, more so if kids or anyone come in the garage, and also put some around where the blades are so someone can't easily accidentally put their hands on the blades. Okay, so pop that off to one side. Last thing to do is to give the base a quick clean up, and we'll pop that away as well. Okay, I'm just going to pop these screws in the box as well so we don't lose them, ready for next year. Okay, and the last thing obviously we need to do is pick this up and remove the connectors. We can leave those out because obviously they have the grease connections in there, so they should be absolutely fine. I might just put them in a little Ziploc bag and tuck them underneath, just obviously making a note of the connections ready for next year. And that's pretty much it. Okay, and that's it. So pop all this away in your shed or garage, and the only thing you need to remember to do is obviously turn off the power outlet that you have this connected into. You can still leave that connected up, and that's it. You're all ready for winter and looking after this thing ready for next year. So not a super amazing video, but hopefully give you some insights into what you should be doing if you want to prolong the life of your Flymo 1200R and make sure it's still working for you next summer.
Thanks for watching this video. A thumbs up would be really appreciated. If you're interested in other geek type videos, please consider subscribing to Spectrum Geeks. Why not also follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. And before you leave, why don't you check out one of these other videos that may be of interest. Thanks again for watching.